makes 2 trillion naira taxes from Google, Facebook, and foreign firms, says report. Culture minister steal a copper, group alleges. Culture minister steal a copper, group alleges. So some people believe that the Minister of Arts and Culture and Creativity or creative industry or something is still a core member that where she ditched NYC at some point, and that was why the Ninth Assembly couldn't clear her to be minister in the Buhari administration, but somehow they cleared her in this time, to be minister, and then she's gone back to complete her service, NYC, and now people are wondering at what age the NYC an age limit. If you're 30 or so, above 30, you're not supposed to serve again. You probably should just get, what do you call it, an exemption letter or certificate or something. But she's about 45 years old, and people are wondering how come she's serving at 45. Recall that this was the reason why the former Minister of Finance under the Buhari administration was removed. Kemi Adeosun, remember that story? Well, let's get you in now. Call 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. That is 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. But the Kemi Adeosun story, recall, it was said that she forged the NYC discharge and all of that as well, and it was quite controversial at the time. It's quite interesting. Some of these things have a way of just resurfacing when you become prominent in the policy. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, President Macho.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince. Welcome.
Thank you. Quickly, Tinubu says Niger matter is giving him headache. Why drink Panadol for another person's headache? Niger is not the only place where there has been a coup. There was coup in Mali, there was coup in Burkina Faso, there was coup in Guinea, there's coup now in Niger. These people are handling their problems their own way, according to their socio-political peculiarities. Why will it be Tinubu's headache? I told you before, I said this king is heading to a logjam, because if you take a military action, it will lead adverse results. Let's just leave Niger alone. Let's face our own problems that are even more cumbersome than some of the problems that we think Nigerians are going through. On unemployment, if you work 1 hour in a day, you are gainfully employed. To rake how much to solve their multifarious problems? Which Nigeria? Well, how can these are leaders? Sometimes they do talk as if their heads are no longer working. Are we in a fool's paradise? If somebody works for 1 day, 1 hour, 7 hours in 1 week, what are you doing to fend for your family within 1 hour a day? Is it those people who go to newspaper stands to read newspapers just while away their life? If they do it 1 hour, they are employed. What are people doing for 1 hour? What kind of work? What kind of data is that? I find it difficult to comprehend some of the things I hear in Nigeria. Even if I don't want to make a call, even if I don't want to call radio, you'll be forced to call. Or palliative, Tinubu says we should go there, governors. There's no palliative for Nigerians. Everybody is affected by this removal of subsidy. Then how many people with the palliatives of the sick of rights reach? And how does it solve their problem? There's nothing like palliative for Nigerians. Not talk of when it is given to governors. Please let us face our realities. We are not fools. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Clement Zion Prince. Keep it calls coming 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Don't forget you can send your voice notes, send them, and your SMS and WhatsApp messages, send them early enough so that we can accommodate all of them within a time frame. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yana Show.
Good morning, Okwi. Good to have you.
Good morning, all Nigerians and all listeners.
Hello, Okwi.
Yeah, issue of Tinubu and heart attack on in the issue of Niger. Yes. Uh, he have given the 7 days ultimatum. ECOWAS and UN. Just see, if you're an old man, you're not supposed to be doing all this. You give it the ultimatum. Ultimatum have done 7 days, and they want to give the ultimatum. Let them shift soldiers there. Go. If they send me, I will volunteer to go. Me and my son. Let them go and restore peace in Niger. Why are they doing like a children? Are they shy?
Okay.
African Union, all this West African Union and they, what are they doing? They are wasting about. Let them go to Niger and restore peace.
Okay.
About 100 billion soldiers we want. And we volunteer, me and my son. Thank you.
Son.
Let them stop playing.
Oh my God. Okay, you're back with your thoughts. Let's move on. Get more in. It's interesting. Okay, you don't need anybody's permission. You can go. You can take your son. I don't know. Maybe you just find a way to get to Niger. It's not so far. If you get to Katsina, you can just cross over. Help them restore peace there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to
Royal Majesty.
Abubakar.
My name remains Abubakar from Gogolada. I greet you. How are your loved ones?
Very well. Thank you so much for asking. Good to have
Thank you. I greet Opie. I greet Clement. I greet Elder Oneza, Mekano, Medaura, all other contributors and listeners. One of the newspaper headlines says Dangote is the most impactful brand in Nigeria. How impactful is Dangote brand and services in Nigeria? If you talk of Globalcom, they make inroads into telecommunication industry. Their arrival make seem to drop to 15 naira to even zero. There was a time when Glo was dishing out the SIM card free, but most of the services and products of Dangote are beyond the reach of common people. How can somebody tell me Dangote is a product is more impactful? How? And to the distinguished Minister of FCT ordered the arrest of the owner of collapsed building. You should balance your policy decision. Where are the government officials and those who monitor development in Abuja? The minister should order that they should be arrested. He should issue order. Those people, if you neglect your duty criminally, you should pay for it. They have responsibility of monitoring development. Why did they allow that shortcoming to happen? And it could cause a human life. They should be held responsible.
Right,
that is my thing.
All right, Abubakar, thank you very much for calling. On the unemployment, I'll just read you that what the NBS says. Okay, it says the last survey. Okay, let's start from the top. Unemployment rate at. Okay, seems like we're having a problem with this now. What is this one? All right. The story goes, Nigeria's unemployment rate dropped to 4.1% in the first quarter of 2023, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS. Unemployment rate stood at 33.3% in the last report of the NBS released as of the fourth quarter of 2020. The latest survey was conducted using the 13th ICLS, which was birthed and adopted in 1982 at the International Conference of Labor Statisticians. NBS had earlier announced that it would use a new methodology which aggregates the number of employed and unemployed persons in the country to get accurate data for labor force. Following guidelines adopted during the 19th International Conference of Labor Statisticians, ICLS, in Geneva in 2013, the aim of this re-evaluation was two-pronged. On one hand, was to ensure that the methodology is aligned with international best practice and locally relevant, and on the other hand, to ensure that the production process was robust enough to produce estimates on a sustainable basis, avoiding periodic gaps, and also produce more labor market indicators and analysis that will inform government about the employment and job situation in Nigeria, Adeniran had said. Speaking during the launch of the new methodology in Abuja on Thursday, Adeniran said the new figure brings Nigeria's labor survey in tandem with international standard. He said the survey was conducted in collaboration with the World Bank and International Labour Organization and has been adopted by 26 countries in Africa. He added that the figure for the fourth quarter of 2022 was 5.3%. Adeniran said the new methodology considered employed persons as those who engaged in at least 1 hour of work during the last 7 days the survey was conducted. He stressed that the new figure was not to give the new government a good face, but to bring up the method used to conduct labor survey in the country. The old methodology, or the old method, defines those that are in the labor force to be 15 to 64 years old, but the new adopted one views it as to be 15 and above that are willing, available, and able when the survey is conducted. Also, those that would be categorized as unemployed would have worked at least 1 hour from the previous 7 days the survey would be conducted, which is a departure from the 20 hours the old method carried. Okay? So 1 hour in 7 days, not even 1 hour a day. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Emmanuel from Lifetime.
Emmanuel, good to have you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Many Nigeria create job for themselves. That's the truth of the matter. Many Nigeria, they do not wait for government anymore. They create job on their own everywhere. For the second one, you see, this Niger, my brother. Even the Nigeria people, they are the one complaining, because you mentioned almost 2 states now that they are short of cow. Even in Niger, they said they not complain yet. We Nigeria now is the one complaining that we are short of cow. So we're not receiving the punishment. Is it not Nigerians? Is it not Nigerians? Right from day one, I remember 2001 when I traveled down to Morocco to Spain, through that land. Agadez and El Jazz. So the poverty already did there. You know, we even feel land for them because they are already used to it. ECOWAS did not come ahead there to build their country. Is it not? So who is not crying? Is it not Nigeria is crying that we are short of cow meat? So I beg, let them just keep their sword. I know they have Nigeria giant, they want to fight. See, we don't have refinery. We don't have good road. Like my Obaseki, I wish they not even give them that 5 billion. So that you will all keep quiet. If they give them that 5 billion, you will just keep choking that 5 billion. You don't have good road there. No, nothing. So I just tired. At times I just keep calm to be listening. But I just okay, let me see just contribute my ideas. People employ themselves for their own job. Like me now. I employ myself, I create job for myself. So I thank God I used to sustain my family. I used to sustain friends. Because at times train people too who need to do job. So that's how it be. We cannot be waiting for government. The government, they're just only for themselves alone. They don't care for other people.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel from Life Camp. Good stuff. Nigerians, please continue to create jobs for yourself. You know, the truth is government cannot employ everybody. Government cannot create employment for everyone. It's the private sector that create jobs. So if you create a job for yourself, eventually you should be able to employ 1 or 2 more persons and reduce the unemployment figures in the country. Thank you, Nigerians. Those of you who have been creating jobs, I mean, you're doing well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Iheanacho.
Good morning to you. Welcome.
How was your family? God bless your family.
Family is great. Thank you for asking. What's your name, sir?
My name is Dogo Innocent, calling from Suleja.
Dogo Innocent. Good to have you.
Well done, sir. Please, I want to comment on my gallant Wike, the Minister of FCC. Is Wike now becoming an APC or is still in PDP?
You said what? I didn't get you.
I think Wike now don't become APC fully or you still have APC have PDP?
Is PDAPC.
Okay, he's still in the PDP.
Yes, he is.
Because let him be careful with APC because there is time for him now to know the kind of APC party that is mingling with. Because 2007, 2027 is around, and I know my Wike will come out for president under which party, APC or PDP. So he should be careful how he mingle with APC. That's my advice to my lovely Wike.
Okay.
He do a wonderful job in Port Harcourt.
All right.
Second one again, this palliative issue and this subsidy issue. When Tinubu and Buhari were in government, they say some few people are eating subsidy. So they want to remove it so that it will remain balanced. And again now, they still come out again saying that they want to give some people again 5 billion from the subsidy removal again. Is it not that the same, the same roundabout issue? Some people are eating, some people are not eating, So please, Iheanacho, let Mr. Tinubu, let him wake up and balance this thing.
Okay.
Let him just wake up. I know the spirit in diaspora continue washing their brain. And again, we will continue praying for them. Sometimes that thing needs a serious prayer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Yeah, God bless.
Dogo Innocent. All right, keep the scores coming. I see your messages now. Let's go to some of the voice note. Okay, let's begin with the text messages. It says this one is from Joseph Jojo from Goshen Villa. Right, you're still in Benin City. You say, "Good morning, Prince. How are you doing?" Federal government replies, Obaseki, "They shouldn't worry. I have replied my mother's governor already yesterday. Now, here's me replying our presidency. When are you people building and repairing refineries for Nigerians? Can you people write a composition in just 100 words why you people are refusing to talk about refineries? That's my reply to them." And Hitman threatening to increase, it's Ipman, threatening to increase fuel price. It won't go. If they try it, the economy will go down. Businesses will shut down. Human lives will shut down. They should rethink because this is pushing Nigerians to hit the streets. God bless you. Joseph, thank you so much for your message. Let's bring in another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my friend.
Good morning.
This is Jerry calling.
Jerry, good to have you.
Tell me, don't ask these guys why they are on their deaf ear on refinery. Huh? Not they help me ask them why they turn their deaf ear on refinery.
Why did you
Yes,
turn your deaf ear on refinery?
On refinery, yes.
I've asked them.
I bet help me ask them.
Okay. Go ahead, Jerry. Jerry, I've asked your question. I've asked. I hope that we get an answer pretty soon. Abdullahi Mekano says, "Sir, this man that is interested in fighting Nigeria, let him go and feed his family well. May God cause democracy and its kind." Okay. We are enjoying democracy in Nigeria. Are we enjoying democracy in Nigeria? Bad. Abdullahi Mekano, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Mr. President, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. What's your name?
My name is Patrick. I'm calling from Lifecamp.
Patrick, I'm glad you're here.
Yes, sir. I've been interested in this program every day. I listen to this program, but the problem I have is that the people we are discussing, are they hearing what we are saying? The promises, the government in power, are they hearing us at all? That's my question.
They're hearing you.
They're hearing us.
Trust me.
People have been saying, let them put energy on refineries, and what has been done every day in this program. People have been saying it. Let them put energy on refineries. And nobody, I've not had anything. They have been their own wish. Is that how we should live? I'm asking. Is that how we should go? Eh? Please. Is that how we should go? That people have been saying one thing for
Truth is, I don't have that answer. Maybe we should continue asking the government until they provide an answer. They say
because when the masses are complaining, they nobody put in part in what we are saying. We are just wasting our time talking on the telephone every day, talking on the radio station every day, and nothing has been done. Please God help us in Jesus' name. Amen. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Alex Jennifer says, "Good morning, Iheanacho. If men threatening to increase fuel, make them try and see the anger of Nigerians because we have been keeping quiet. We are fed up. Our leaders now one rope they hold us now. Okay, we're fed up on our leaders, I think. Now one rope they hold us now. If they push us to the wall, we will bite. God bless you. Alex Jennifer from First Generation Estate, Loco Goma. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for your message. Let's get back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Prince.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Moses.
Moses, good to have
Yeah,
you.
yeah, happy weekend and happy last Friday of the month.
I wish you the same. Oh yeah, it's the last Friday in the month. Interesting.
Yeah, thank you. God bless you. Yeah, like what we have been saying on this station, most of them account. People hear it, but some of them have been ignored. The past administration, Buhari, when he came, even that was part of his campaign, that Nigerian has 4 refineries. Among his manifestos, he put those refineries in order. You say, how can they have refinery and Nigeria still importing fuel? That was one of his manifestos. But when he came in, I don't know what come up that he couldn't put it in order. They promised Dangote, he was the one that went there to commission, telling the whole Nigerian and the whole world that ending of what? This July or June, that the refinery now will start working. All these are shallow talks, no result. My question is, please, Yanacho, can you make your research? The nation that has crude oil, do they take their crude oil to other countries to refine? Please, I want you to do that research to help us. If there are countries that take their crude oil to other countries to go and refine, please help us make that research and let us know. Why do we have a crude oil in this country? We have the refinery already. Just to put the maintenance in order. There are workforce, we have manpower, who we have them that can work. We have them on the ground. There are experts, there are engineers. What are we saying? Then we take this this crude oil to go and refine and bring it to this country based and placed on the high cost of dollar, which is affecting the masses. We are still saying, and this is what all Nigerians are saying, please put those refineries in order. The money of palliative will not help us. It's a peanut that they're giving us. So let them put this money to refineries and put it in order. Thank you, Yana. God bless you. Please make that research.
Thank you very much. It's funny because
Thank you.
Thank you. Because even countries that do not have crude oil have refineries. It's funny. Moving on, and let's get more of your thoughts in a bit. Skip it here. This is your radio experience. You can count on.
My people, things they happen. Oh,
my child was promised a better life abroad, but she's nowhere to be found.
We are going to the city for one walk like that, but we're not too sure.
These issues will happen to your loved one. Let us join Media Coalition and Awareness to Halt Trafficking, MCAT, every Saturday by 12 noon for E Can Sign Me radio drama.
Let us make our society safe for our children, youth, for you and I. This program is funded by the Australian High Commission and brought to you by Media Coalition and Awareness to Halt Trafficking, MCAT.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Abuja, have you heard of the ED Plan project? In line with the current economic crisis in the country, ED charge of their finances and improve their income. Research has shown that a lot of people have business ideas but don't have the resources to scale up their business. Who is eligible to respond? Are you a professional in search of other streams of income? Are you a business person who wants to upscale and expand your business? Do you want to generate cash to either start a business or complete an existing project that needs funding? The first 50 persons that respond to the number will also enjoy a free mentoring session where we discuss with you based on the amount you need without loan and collateral. Send to 0706 11 94418. That is 0706 119 4418. or 0706 11 94418. 0706 11 94418.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio for just 15,000 naira? Get a chance to talk your business for 25 minutes on The Entrepreneur. Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. For more inquiries, call 090-9984-4433. 090-9984-4433. The Entrepreneur. Talk your business for just 15,000 naira. Hurry now.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Thank you for keeping it with us. Now back to the headlines as we see them from the Guardian newspaper. Before we get back to taking your thoughts, but we have the time for it. Some of the headlines that were featured in the Guardian newspaper. Nigeria left out as BRICS admits 6 new members for global influence. Nigeria left out as BRICS admits 6 new members for global influence. Battered national image. Step aside, please. The many troubles of green passport holders. That's a big story in the Guardian newspaper. Right. At 1 hour a week, only 4.1% of Nigerians unemployed, says NBS. At 1 hour a week, only 4.1% of Nigerians unemployed, says NBS. Confusion as court declares Apapa LP national chairman sacks Aburi. 24 banks lose 5.7 billion naira to fraud in Q2. That's second quarter amid rising digital crimes. 15 IOCs may threaten energy transition in Africa and Europe. Diphtheria death toll hits 100 in Kano, 26 in Bauchi. Those are headlines from The Guardian. Get your thoughts in 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Now let's get to your voice notes. Udokama, good morning to you.
If I work for 1 hour in a week and you will be called a staff in that your company. I think this APC government, they are kind of confusing people. How can they say that somebody that works for 1 hour in a week is employed? 1 hour in a week, 1 hour, just 1 hour, and they will come to among those that are working, and they are proud that unemployment have reduced. Is it the kind of job, the kind of work that they want to provide for people? Now, wow, it's shameful. It's shameful. Away from that, I want to let you know that the OPI is actually mocking the administration that want to go and fight in Niger. He's actually mocking them. If you watch his statement, the way he put it, you will know that maybe because people are asking Tinubu not to go for Niger this thing, and he refused. That is why he's pushing that he wanted to go, that they are wasting time. Let us stop talking. I don't think we want to go and fight you. So people should understand him. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was sarcasm at its best there. Thank you very much. Odokama. Don is here.
Hello, good morning, my friends. How was your night? I hope it was great. This is Don. Okay, quickly, I want to say that if the UK does not want to rubbish their system just because of corrupt politicians in Nigeria, I think they may have to. They will be forced to expose those things they want to hide. I want to believe that those countries have a functional systems and they will not want to destroy it just because of corrupt politicians. How can you tell us that a certain clerk who you did not mention is responsible for a particular? Is he the only person that has been issued certificates in that school? Now, Tinubu's council are saying that his information, his educational information, is not relevant to Atiku's case in Nigeria. Who says that? Of course, he knows it's actually relevant, and he has the right to confirm whether what he said is true. So, whether they like it or not, I believe that they are in a place where things are done properly, and those things, those secrets that is being hidden for a very long time will be exposed by the court, because I believe in their system, and their system actually works. Now, the data that says that unemployment has dropped to 4.1% or so, perhaps you will want to enlighten me the more. Perhaps I did not get the information well. Did you say that these people are saying that once you work 1 hour in 7 days or 1 hour every day, that means you are employed?
1 hour.
Come on. some things you just hear on radio. That is why my senior brother Clement Zion said sometimes you don't want to say anything, but you're being provoked, you're being forced to do so because of the kind of headlines, the kind of things you hear in Nigeria. Look at the level of insecurity. Nobody's doing anything, and we are here talking about unemployment dropping. These are, I mean, thank you. Have a blessed.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Don. Let's get to Anthony Witness. Good morning, Anthony Witness.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Anthony Witness.
Glad you're here.
Again, the so-called democratic powers have come again. They don't like military rule, but they are Maradonas in their fields. Changing from the normal scale with which they used to calculate unemployed people to another one that will favor them, that will make them comfortable in their comfort zone, is something laughable. There is one Mr. Pan. He was known for his wickedness, his brutality, domestic violence, and people around him in his street knew him for that. And when they begin to say Mr. Pan, very wicked, Mr. Pan is bad, he started to change his name to something else, so that when they mention Mr. Pan, he will feel comfortable. Meanwhile, he controlled his wickedness. That is funny, and that is the game they are playing on unemployment rate. Away from that, Wike arresting the owner of the building is another gimmicks, is another funny attitude of Nigerian authorities. There are, for Christ's sake, those who are responsible representing the government in inspecting these projects. There are offices and the personnel. They are the first people to be arrested because they said that their job has failed. They didn't do their job well. I once had an expatriate who was running a job in Abuja here. He did every single thing that needed to be done. I'm telling you, he did plus. That was his first job. For FCDA to come and approve, Prince, I tell you, they didn't. Because I work in the building industry. They refused. They came around, saw everything was okay. Instead of them to approve for the man to cast, they refused. It was back and forth, 3 good weeks. I was ashamed of myself and my country. Because I was like, guy, this is a bad image we want to give this white man. Believe you me, they didn't. The man said he will never settle them. For what? And that lingered for 3 good weeks. Until the owner of the project himself, who happened to be a Nigerian, went and settled them in their office. And then they gave a go ahead for the casting. So why would they not? They are the first people to be arrested for failing in their duties. The same thing with people who are forging papers, selling lands, landing property and the rest of them to people. They are from these government establishments. They should be arrested. They approve the building of the raising of these structures in green areas that Wike said must go down. Those who supported them, the offices, government officers for them should also go down. Please have a good day.
Thank you, Anthony Witness. Let's move on to the next one.
Good morning, Prince Ehenacho.
Good morning, Haruna.
I would love to call on your retime, but the conventional lines are very, very busy. But my name is Comrade Haruna, voicing you from Kuje. I want to react on the headline that says federal government make 2 trillion naira from Google, Facebook, and other social media. Prince Ehenacho, as a journalist, please, I want you to enlighten me more about how government make this money and where are they channeling those money to. If we are making 2 trillion naira from Google, Facebook, and the rest, do we need to still borrow money to solve some of our problems? I still don't get it. We keep on making money in this country and Nigeria keep on borrowing. We have a debt of something trillion naira. I don't get it. Please, if they can channel that 2 trillion naira to our refineries to come to life, I think it will go a long way to what we are facing in this country today. Then, having said that, the second headline that also drew my attention is about this, what is it called? The NBS that says if Nigerian work in 1 hour in a day, it serves as international standard. Is that an international standard? What is the take-home pay in Nigeria? If they want to copy international standard, they should copy it fully, so that we know that we are being paid on hour basis. I don't get it. If you want to copy something, copy it completely. Thank you very much, Mr. Ehenacho.
It's not even 1 hour in a day. If you work 1 hour in a day, it means that you have 7 hours in a week, right? Or five days, or 5 hours in 5 days, right? But that's not what it is. It means that if you work for 1 hour in 7 whole days of the week, it means that you are employed. That's what it is. Usman Daura.
Mr. Ehenacho, Prince Johannes Abuja, Usman Daura is my name.
Welcome.
Let me comment on the National Bureau of Statistics saying that employment has dropped 4.1%. I disagree with them totally, Mr. Ehenacho. I don't know how they arrive at their figures. All these their indices, Mr. Ehenacho. We are at the receiving end. Nothing has changed. How the unemployment reduced when the economy has collapsed completely? Poverty all over, insecurity. And with the closure of this Niger border and about 6 states in the northern Nigeria, the massive unemployment is there now. People are just down there. Nothing is happening. How would that create employment, Mr. Ehenacho? How would you be telling me that unemployment has dropped? How? You are at these figures. Look, we are not fools. Go back to drawing board. National Bureau of Statistics. Go back to drawing board. Unemployment has increased tremendously. How? Under this dwindling economy, collapsed economy, nothing is working in this country, and you're telling me the employment has dropped? How does it drop? Nothing is working in this country, Mr. Henacho. You should stop deceiving us, please and please. Making government to feel that all is well. All is not well. It's a deceit. Nothing has changed. Unemployment has increased. All the states bordering Niger now, go there and see all these border communities that are nothing. They are all down. They have been grounded. And you're here telling me unemployment has increased, has dropped to 4.1%. Whatever you're saying, I don't know. Look, we should not be deceived by these indices or all these indicators. It's all lie. If you want to address all this poverty, insecurity, blah, blah, waiting, fix our economy, make the system work. There is no way unemployment will drop when the economy has collapsed. No, Mr. Henacho. Bye-bye.
All right, so let me try to explain some of these things. So for the unemployment, right, the countries that adopt these methods, the countries where there's a large population of people who maybe are in tech, who work from home, who the tech guys who in 1 hour can make monies that people would not make in a month. That's the truth. That's the truth. But we have a large population of uneducated people, a large illiterate population, pardon my language, and also people who are not tech savvy, who may not even be able to get these high paying jobs. So if for our country, the methodology that advanced countries would employ to aggregate unemployment, or deploy rather to aggregate unemployment, should be different, because we have a large population of uneducated people who may not be able to get those kinds of jobs, who in their lifetimes may never be able to get those kinds of jobs. So let's understand what we're doing. If we're adopting methodologies, let's adopt methods that apply to us. Because in Nigeria, how many people have tech jobs that pay them, per hour? How many people even know what tech is, and so I don't think that's. I mean, if someone works in a restaurant for 1 hour, for instance, in Nigeria, would they be able to make monies that would sustain them for 7 days? That's the question. Would they be paid enough to sustain them for 7 days if they work in a restaurant? If I'm a bricklayer, laborer, or whatever, would I be paid in 1 hour monies that would sustain me for 7 days? I don't think that's going to work. So providing the logic, looking at it based on where we are, it's quite difficult to understand. Moving away from that one, who's here? Okay. Comrade Ulobasi says, good morning, Ihanacho Prince. God bless your day. Thank you too. God bless your day. Why has President Tinubu turned around to ask the poor masses to hold governors accountable for the so-called palliatives when he earlier refused to listen to the voices of the people of reason by the same people who has ever held him responsible for anything when he held sway as governor of Lagos State? Since he has chosen to reward the governors with billions of naira in expense, and the expense of the suffering masses, Tinubu should stop mocking the people, please. If he can't do anything to alleviate the prevailing hardships in the land, let him leave us alone to continue looking up to God for deliverance, which must surely come someday. As had been in the case with Nigeria, responsible and reasonable people have been talking all along, but those in power will not listen until something happens. Comrade Ulo Bassi. Again, I'll blame the Nigerians themselves, who would see smart people, who would intelligent people, educated people, who know what they're doing, would not come out to contest elections. And even when they do, the same Nigerians would sacrifice them on the altar of religion and ethnicity. It's just sad. Anyway, moving on. Akamata says, now I know the reason why some concerned citizens came up with the All Eyes on the Judiciary campaign. Judiciary, waiting for the unofficial government spokesperson to explain this. Same court of equal power, given different judgments. Wallahi, nothing we Musa no go see for gates. Akamata, thank you very much. And who else is here? This is Pacman from Durmitu. You say, it's funny how Nigeria and Nigerians react to statistics from global forums. A developed nation uses a yardstick that's impactful on her citizens to judge unemployment rates. and our pay in most overseas countries is more than a minimum wage in Nigeria. Absolutely what I was just saying. But Nigeria will borrow or copy them blindly without knowing the impact on her citizens. This is unhealthy. It's appalling rather, to read from MBS that an SSCE holder who cleans my house once a week because he couldn't find a meaningful job after many years is employed. Does this show a nation that is willing to create an employment for our people? Again, okay, a street kiosk that's making less than 20k sales a month, sales or not profit, is expected to employ another, or what? NBS should adopt a yardstick that is peculiar to her situation. Empirical data does not lie. I wish to say that NBS is gathering ant-infested woods. Lizards will soon visit. When that happens, NBS will apologize to Nigerians for being copy because they are deceiving the government. Pac-Man, thank you very much. Let's leave it there now. Unfortunate, unemployment has dropped according to them. Maybe a slip of tongue. Good morning, my prince. You didn't add your name. Thank you very much, though. Appreciate you. This is where we close it. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the conversation this morning. Let's do this again on Monday. But in the meantime, tomorrow, Dell is going to be here to take charge of proceedings from where I left off. Let's keep it here on your radio experience. You can count on.
Hello there. According to Abraham Lincoln, the best way to predict the future is to create it. With the current financial hardship in the country, the need to seek for